Greetings everybody, I'm Lobo. Welcome to episode 69 of my Minecraft survival series, and good morning villagers. Hello, how is everybody doing? It's so good to see you guys, out and about mingling, unlike this guy over here who's hanging out on a windowsill, or that guy over there who's trying to get over the fence so he can hang out on a windowsill. I don't know what it is about these villagers and hanging out on windowsills and tables in this world, but yeah, that's definitely a thing. And how did you get out? We have a random sheep that seems to have phased through the hill here. Yeah, they're still in their holding area beneath the hill. I still have to get them a permanent home. I will do that. I can't blame him. So we'll go ahead and leave him be for now. But today we have a few small projects, which should finish off our business district. So the first one being our scaffolding rental shop. Now, let me go ahead and say that this shop I planned before they actually released the news that they're going to make an actual scaffolding block. So this is actually going to be a slime block shop because that is currently what I like to use as scaffolding. The second thing we need to get done today is the Enchanted Snackbar over here because we're moving out. This was our old home. Now it's going to be the Enchanted Snackbar, a little place for our villagers to come hang out and, eat. So I'm in the process of moving out. I've already moved our comfy chair over to the new house. I've kind of moved some stuff around here. Like I put our lapis over here by the enchanting table. And I think we're going to actually leave the enchanting table here in case we need to do any enchanting while we're in the business district. So I'm going to leave some other stuff here too. For instance, we'll probably leave this like little bed area, this little residential area right here for the new owner of the shop who's going to be coming in at some point in today's episode. He cannot have the armor stand though, or the armor. We're going to be taking that with us. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw the contents of these chests into our storage system. So that's a couple things I have to knock out still before we actually begin work on this place and renovations, remodeling, and so on. The last thing, which is probably going to be the first thing we actually work on today, is our mine. We need to get this mine finished up in order to wrap off the business district, and there should be something here. Pretty sure there was like a stair here. I'll have to replace that. Remind me to replace that if I don't remember by the end of the episode. But yeah, we need to go ahead and finish off our mine. We need to go ahead and take care of like these lighting glitches and stuff. I think we may actually just add more lighting in here, like dim lighting to actually get rid of the lighting glitches. But yeah, the mine is definitely something we need to take care of. That's probably the biggest project we're going to be working on today. Now, the thing is, we've been working on mines for a while now, like the entire storage system. That's basically a mine build. I don't want to bore you guys by doing the same thing over and over and over again. So I think what we're going to do to start this episode off is actually call Watchdog out here, put on a bit of music, and get this whole thing just taken care of. Welcome back, everybody, and of course, it's raining. So let me go ahead and say that, we did that time lapse, but I did a lot of work to the mine off of that time lapse, like outside of it, not recorded. And that was simply because it was very difficult. Like, we're in such close quarters here. It's very difficult to get Watchdog in a position to film third person what I'm actually doing. And, for you guys to be able to see it, I didn't want to do the time lapse in first person because it was super sped up, which means it's kind of disorienting when you look at it like that. So I hope you guys don't mind. So the elevator is going to be our primary way down. Let me go ahead and say that. Like, we will rarely ever, travel down here walking down the entire mine shaft. Get that block. We will rarely ever use this path down here, but I did want to have it here in case the elevator ever goes out of order or something like that. We want to have another way down here. So let's go ahead and talk about these mossy cobblestone walls we have right here. This indicates that there is a way you can turn right here. Because all the walls kind of look similar, I wanted some way to indicate that. You may have also noticed that up at our storage system. So this is just a way to subtly indicate that this is another path you can take. going down through our mine. And you know, we'll go and check out what's actually in here in a minute. I'll tell you what that's all about in just a second. But first, let's head down here to the bottom of our elevator shaft. This is our elevator shaft. This is the very bottom. So this is the quick way down here. And the only other thing down here is the item input for our item storage. So any items we get from mining will go in that chest and get input directly into our automatic storage system. So that being said, let's go ahead and make our way up to that opening over there. Oh, and I wanted to have these walls to where you can see inside the elevator shaft. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Just a little, you know, feature to make it more aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, this is going to be the entrance to our new branch mine. So past these double doors right here, this is where we're going to be starting to do all our mining, because we were originally doing it over this way. Let me find a better way over here. We were originally doing our branch mines over here, but I pretty much feel like we've exhausted most of the resources on this side within beacon range. So we're going to start going the other way because that's actually where our beacons are going to be going as we expand the city. Now, I didn't decorate this area. I'm not going to because, whoa, hello, big slime. I was wondering why these slime blocks were here. I think I asked that a few episodes back, why I had these slime blocks here, and this is why. Now I remember. It's because we have slime spawning over here. So we're going to need to section this area off, figure out which chunk over here they're spawning in, and kind of block that off to eliminate that. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not going to be decorating these areas back here because this is very much still a work area. And we might actually just abandon this spider farm altogether because we do have another spawner that we found that which, you know, we could make better. So yeah, let's go ahead and close these off because, you know, that is not part of the build. And then we'll make our way back up to the surface because there is still plenty of work to be done. And yeah, I'll take care of the stair when I get back up there. I know I forgot it. And I know I skipped over it as I started doing this, but I remember now. So we're going to head back up there straight away and get that little missing stair taken care of. So with that taken care of, the question now is which project do we want to get started on next? There is the scaffolding rental stall, which I have no idea what we're going to be doing over here, or there is the Enchanted Snackbar, which I do have a slight idea of what we're going to be doing here since it's already mostly built. This is going to be mostly renovation work. So yeah, I think we all know the answer to that. We're going to go ahead and start working in here. And while we're doing this, I'm going to give some thought as to what we're going to be doing over at our slime block stall. So I guess the first step is going to be clearing out a little bit of space. So let's take a step back and do a little bit of planning here. What I'm seeing is this back area being kind of like a kitchen where you put in your order and all that stuff. This bedroom over here is going to remain a bedroom, but we need to find some way to kind of wall it off so, you know, it doesn't look like he's sleeping where he's preparing your food because, you know, that's just not right. And aside from that, I think we're going to put a countertop in right here. I think that might look good. And right here, we'll probably have like the indoor dining area. Like out here, this is the outdoor dining area. We'll have an indoor dining area as well, which means we need to go ahead and start getting rid of some of this carpet, which I believe is hiding some of the, yeah, there it is, hiding some of the lighting for downstairs. So we have to make sure that we don't interfere with that because, you know, we have villagers that hang out down there. They shoot pool, they play pinball, and we don't want zombies spawning on them while they're trying to, you know, enjoy themselves in their time off. So this floor, since this was one of our earlier builds, this floor also is the ceiling for the downstairs area. You know, this is before I left myself space to actually work. So we are going to have to get a little bit creative when we put in our piston tables up here. So yeah, I guess the next thing I need to do is kind of just figure out like where those are going to go and how we can get them in here without kind of ruining everything. So if we get rid of the redstone dust and just do levers like this, we should be able to power all those lamps and fill in a little bit of space, have a little bit extra room in here to actually put in a table and chairs for our dining area. So that piston gets powered just like that. And I think we're probably going to have to, if we want to do the same thing over here, we're going to have to go ahead and move this lever. So let me go ahead and see if I can do this without breaking the floor / ceiling of the downstairs area. All right, there we go. And then a lever right here should power this piston. Perfect. And then we can go ahead and start throwing in our chairs around that. Now the chairs, they're going to be dual purpose chairs. First of all, they're obviously going to be a place for our patrons to sit and enjoy their meals. Secondly though, the ceiling is so short here. Let me go ahead and hop upon this table real quick. Just like our villagers will do when they get in here. The second thing is that they're going to hide these levers so that way they're not easily visible. They're still probably going to be slightly visible, like looking, oh, that's not going to be comfortable. Nobody's going to want to sit in that chair. But you get the idea though. You get the idea. You know what I'm saying. Actually, I think we're going to roll with a more haphazard seating arrangement. So it looks like our patrons have gotten up and left their chairs where they were. Gives a little bit more life, a little bit more movement to this place. And also it lets us fit in our trapdoors and gives us easy access to our enchanting area because it was pretty much completely blocked off before. So, I mean, that's, you know, much better. And then I think right here, what we're going to do is start adding in our countertops. So we'll probably bring it out to about right there and then bridge the gap with slabs like this. So that way we can have an opening right here to get back into the kitchen when we need to do that. And actually, I think it might be better to work kind of more of a doorway in here. So we'll get rid of this. We'll throw our spruce logs down in here just like that. And then we need to convert this into a stair. And then we'll back up and see how that looks. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll have our little gate right here. So this is where our villagers place their orders. They'll be like, huh? And then this guy back here will be like, huh? And he'll go ahead and make the food. Now we need to figure out what we're going to do with the bedroom here because, as I said, we don't want it visible. So we're going to have to shrink this down a little bit since we don't have a whole lot of room to play with. I forgot that was there. Okay, so we'll have to handle that as well. But yeah, I think we can manage this. I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, I think we can just throw a block right here on top of the lamp, power that block, and then the lamp should be powered. We'll go downstairs and check it out, make sure all the lighting is good. But I think this is pretty much how we're going to wall off our little bedroom area. We just need a little, nope, that's a complete wrong type of wood right there. We need a bit of oak in here, just like that, and then we can go ahead and throw our doors in here. So we'll do door, and why are you wonky? You need to not be wonky. Oh, because this block is powered, that's why. So it opens and closes just fine. It should, at least. Yeah, it's just because the block underneath it was powered, so it was placing weird. So let's put that right there, and yeah, let's go downstairs real quick and just double check, make sure all the lighting is good, make sure our villagers aren't in the dark down there because, you know, it can get fairly dangerous in the dark in Minecraft for villagers. So they look like they're okay. Let's just go in and double check. Hey, everybody. Good? Everybody's good? All right, awesome. So I decided to come check on our other villagers, and you know, some of these guys are up to no good. Who's got the carrots? What is it with you guys and the carrots? But some of these guys, like, look at this. Mischief happening. Mischief over here. These little guys are causing trouble. I don't know how these guys are getting back behind this fence. I honestly don't, because if you look at it, like, there should be no way for them to jump over the fence. Because the fence counts as a block and a half. These little fence posts, they're a block and a half. So I don't know how they're actually getting over. I cannot figure it out. But it never seems to fail that guys end up on the opposite side of the fence. And I just don't understand it. And they won't tell me. Why are you keeping this such a secret? So I went ahead and threw some blocks around in here, got ourselves a little simple kitchen made up. And this is what it's going to look like from where you actually place your order. Now, I didn't want to get too overly detailed with it or make it look too much like a real kitchen because I want to make it clear this is a remodel or a renovation just to maintain the history of our world. I didn't want it to look like it was built for the purpose of being a kitchen, you know, because it was actually our home. Now, we are going to need a worker in here, so what I'm thinking we do, since this is part of the Enchanted Pickaxe, part of our New Moon Mining Company grounds, we're going to take one of these black apron guys, and I am turning so slowly away from his friends, and you know what? Because you have to work. I know you want to play. Look at him looking back so longingly. I know you want to play with your friends, but sometimes work has to happen. And you know, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. That's fine. I only have one word to say to you. Oh, I know. It's so terrible. In order to enjoy the comforts of society, we have to actually contribute. Believe me, guy. Believe me. If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't. But that's something we all must do from time to time. Now that I think about it, I was intending on taking that guy in through the window. That's why I took the glass out. But now that I think about it, since we do have this outdoor dining area, would it not make sense to have an outdoor, like, you know, window that we can actually order from? Huh. So yeah, maybe we can do something like this. So we have a little drive-through window in here now for any of our villagers who, like, if they don't want to actually go inside to eat, they can just come up to the window here, place their order with you. Hi. We need to get you a name tag because I'm tired of referring to you as Guy and you. It is nighttime, however, Guy, and I'm going to come inside and take take a nap. Don't charge out of here. Okay, he's not charging out. He's just cleaning. He's doing his nightly rounds, getting the place all spruced up for the morning when we open. I do appreciate that. I am going to be using the bedroom since this is still technically my place. Now, the thing is, we can't actually walk in here, so hopefully sleeping in here does not get us trapped. I don't want to have to wake up and immediately have to tear down a wall and undo work that we already did. So this is... Oh, that works. That works. That's perfect. We wake up right outside the doors. Awesome. All right, well, thank you very much for letting me use your bedroom, and I hope you enjoy your new workplace. I will get you your name tag as soon as possible, so I know what to call you, so our patrons know what to call you. Are you familiar with all the closing procedures? At nighttime, when it is time to close, what I need you to do is go ahead and just flip these shut right here, lock the front door, and then, you know, you won't be bothered. You can go and do whatever you do at nighttime. Now, moving on, I actually still haven't given any thought to what I want to do with our slime block stall, so that could be a problem. Hey, Bodan, my man, how's the kid? Listen, I have a problem I wanted to talk to you about. I need some advice. Like, you know that empty lot across the street? What are you doing? Okay. Thanks for your help. Anyway, it has occurred to me that I've been promising to name some of these guys. So this right here, this is Rosie. Rosie is our new employee in the Enchanted Snackbar. Of course, we have Chad, who works downstairs in the Enchanted Pickaxe. Now, another villager I've been promising a name to over here in the House of Leaves is Johnny. So there you go, Johnny, and I'm very sorry about Zompano. Now, if it's not immediately apparent, I have been stalling, but I think what I'm going to do is make our way over to the slime block stall and just get ready to start throwing blocks at it, and hopefully we can end up with something fairly decent. So I guess the best place to start here would probably be to get in our actual storage for our slime blocks, and I think one double chest would probably be more slime blocks than we ever really need, right? But I think we're going to go ahead and do 2 just in case, and because, you know, it's fairly easy to do, and, you know, just in case we need that extra little bit of slime block storage, we can go ahead and start doing something like this. Now, I want to figure out like where I want to place it in here, and we're going to have to move it forward because we need it a block ahead of that water source because I want to have hoppers running behind it. So if we put these right here, we can see how that feels to us. So let's back out, and if we run up here, I mean, that's okay. That's okay. The other option is going off to the side here. And I don't know, maybe we should go ahead and give that a try before we commit to actually putting these things right here, just for convenience sake. You know, I'm putting way too much thought into this. I'm realizing way too much thought. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better, though. I think I like that a little bit better. Now it's just a matter of getting the hoppers behind these chests like this, and then raising up our water stream to actually filter slime blocks into those hoppers. So we'll just elevate that water elevator and put a source block over here with the current flowing this way, so any items that actually come up through here will get pushed this way with the current and eventually end up in this hopper right here, just like I did. So now I guess the next thing I want to do before we build anything around this is actually test it. So we'll just make our way down to our newly completed slime farm, and while we're down here, I guess we could probably go ahead and check on Splat, see how he's doing. He's still going around in circles, but I think we're going to go ahead and test this by doing what we're actually going to be doing here, which is taking slime balls and converting them into slime blocks. Now let's see how well this slime farm is actually doing. Pretty well. That's impressive. So we're at capacity, which means these slime balls are no longer getting picked up because we have 12 double chests full of them already, which is awesome. So what we're going to be doing here is bringing our slime balls over to our little crafting area right here and just converting them into slime blocks. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and craft up a full stack of slime blocks, and we'll put it in the chest and just make sure that 64 slime blocks is what's waiting for us by the time we get back up there. So we'll just do this, and then we'll bring this over to here and put this in here, and then that's it. That's all we need to do. Now it's all going upstairs automatically, and they should be ready for pickup on the surface, which is going to be much more convenient. We only have to come down here to craft up batches of slime blocks. We can put them in the chest and then just send them on up, and you can hear them traveling through the walls. That's funny. Okay, so we know they're on their way up there. We know where they're on their way up there, so let's go see if they all made it. So in the time it's taken us to get back up here, we'll see how many of our slime blocks have come in so far. It sounds like they're still coming in, so we didn't get all of them quite yet. So we'll just wait for them to come in. Actually, you could probably check and see like how far along we are. Okay, 35. We're at 35 currently. 36. Why no more splashy? Why'd you stop splashing? If we only got 36, that's an issue. That means I'm probably going to have to go down and see what the holdup is, where these items are getting stuck. Oh, wait. 28. So some of them went into the top chest then, somehow. Okay. So is 28 and 36, 64? That is the question. Yes, it is. Okay, so we got all of them. Okay. Whew, okay. Nothing to worry about here. All right, so that does work. It does work. Now we need to go ahead and make this thing look a little bit nicer. I don't think I ever discussed the reason why I've been stressing over this build so much. It's because this is the last build in our business district, and I kind of want it to be grand and impressive, you know, just like all the other builds we have around it. But the thing is, this was never intended to be that, and the logical side of me is telling me that, hey, this is just supposed to be a shack. It was always intended to just be a shack where you come to pick up your slime blocks. And as you can see from the grass here and from the strip logs in my hand, I've built this and torn it down several times. But I think what I'm going to do is just accept the fact that this was always intended just to be a shack to pick up slime blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and have some fun with it now. And I'll be back with you in just a few minutes and we can see how it turns out. So we'll just turn the lights on to signify that we are now open for business. And this is our little slime block shack, our little scaffolding rental shop here in the business district. And you know what? It's not terrible. But the thing is, this is not the type of build I would have chosen to be our final build in the business district. Like, I would want something that's a lot more impressive to end this, you know, this section of our world on. But you know, if this was one of our earlier builds, I think I would be completely satisfied with it. And you have to look at it that way, because this will be an earlier build at some point, you know, in the future. So I think that's drowned. That's a drown somewhere. Where are you? Where are you hiding? Are you underneath my road? Are you underneath my street somewhere? Let me see if I can find this guy. Anyway, I think this is going to do it for us today, and it's going to do it for the business district of Luna. The business district of Luna is finally done. And let's go ahead and go around and kind of look at some of the stuff we did today. We'll head in here to the Enchanted Snackbar. We'll check up on Rosie. How you doing back there? You look mighty sad. Don't worry, business will pick up. We'll get some more clientele in here. I'll put up some flyers, and in fact, I'll go ahead and tell some of the villagers to stop by so they can try your delicious home-cooked meals. So hey guys, listen to me. Rosie would love it if you would just stop by and... Why? What is even the point of that? Anyway, I'm glad some of you guys are out and about enjoying your day. How you doing over here? Everything's good? Yeah, and I don't even want to know what you guys are up to. We'll just leave them alone for the time being. Anyway, the business district of Luna is finally done, which means we can now shift focus to some other parts of our world that we've been meaning to work on. So I think that's probably going to do it for us today. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I do deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.